It is the next morning since Lil Blue 2 has suddenly developed the issue of dying while driving. I am heading off to work and a bit nervous because Blue was like doing so well and got all like 23.5 miles per gallon average, which for a 2003 Dodge Grand Caravan that's this old is actually very, very good. You know, the van is kind of heavily loaded because it's set up for with a bed and all this other stuff for living. So it's not like an empty van. And I think a new 2003 Dodge Grand Caravan is rated at only up to 27 miles per gallon. Yeah, 27 miles per gallon on the highway. Now I averaged that most of that mileage was from highway, but there was a little bit of in-city and in-town driving. To get 23.5 miles per gallon on this vehicle, I'm actually very happy. I think that's the most she's ever done. So James, Nicholas, Charles did a fantastic job. I'm praying that it was something to do with the gas at Wawa, even though I still have the gas from Wawa inside this vehicle. I had fully filled up the gas tank and just driven out. As soon as I drove the car within, you know, less than a minute, it died right here on this road. And it was the middle of rush hour. There were cars everywhere, so extremely dangerous situation. I was able to reset the computer and the car started back up again, but then died again within a minute of driving. But since then, I was able to drive it to Walter's house, although I was nervous the whole ride, and as I am right now, I'm getting ready to head out onto I-95 to try to burn off this bad gas while I head to work. I don't know if it's bad gas. I'm assuming it was bad gas because the vehicle ran just perfectly like it feels like it's doing right now. It's weird that as soon as I got the gas, the car died. So maybe when I got the gas, it stirred up some stuff in the tank or something that might have blocked the fuel line. I don't know. It might have been like some stuff inside the gas tank somehow, and it blocked the gas because the way the vehicle was behaving, it suddenly had no power, as if it had no gas. So we're gonna see what happens. Vehicle seems to be running fine right now. I know that I'm gonna try to head back and then see how low the gas, head over towards work. I gotta go in kind of early this morning and see what happens. And when time permits on the way home, I think I'm gonna fill up with high octane gas to try to offset if it was indeed bad gas. It was this Wawa right here is where it happened, right here on the corner, right here on the left. So, still nervous, even though right now my nervousness is starting to ease a little bit because the vehicle seems to be running fine again. That was totally unexpected and happened right after I was talking about how well Lil Blue had been running. It's like this vehicle surprises me. You know, she was running better than I've ever seen her run before, getting the best gas mileage she's ever had, ever since I've had her at least. And then suddenly, out of the blue, she dies while I'm talking about how good she is. So, come on, Lil Blue, please, you can do it. I think you can. I think you can. I know you can. So, wish me luck. I'll keep you guys posted. Just wanted to follow up and let you know what's happening as of the next morning. We are currently heading out, and Blue is still running. So, my fingers are crossed. Maybe I'll keep the video rolling here, at least for a while. to let you guys see things as they happen. Some of you enjoy driving videos. You might enjoy this ride to work. Something's going on here. It says that they're going to narrow the road up ahead here, so I don't know what's happening here. I probably won't keep the video running the whole ride, because then, you know, it makes for a kind of a long video, because it is kind of a long ride. About 30 minutes or so. So far, so good. Interesting thing was, it didn't sputter or anything. It just suddenly died. Gas over here on this side is $2.59. I think I was commenting on that about it the other day. $2.59 on this side of the road, but $2.79 on just across the street on the other side. Doesn't really make any sense. Other than the side across the street didn't lower their price yet. So hopefully today it'll be lowered. Check it out, the gas station, the racetrack over there on the left-hand side coming up. See what the price is. Still says $2.79 at racetrack. Racetrack normally has the lowest prices in town, and here, Mobile, across the street from the racetrack, is $2.79. So Cumberland Farm, Circle K, and all those are $2.59. That's 20 cents difference. It's incredible that there's a, see, $2.59 here at Sunoco. Sunoco? I think it's Sunoco. So, really weird that right across the street it's 20 cents difference. We're getting ready to head on I-95 northbound. I guess one of the tests will be when I accelerate, but it wasn't an acceleration thing. It was as soon as I started it. So the longer we're driving here, the more confidence I'm starting to have again that Lil Blue will be okay. Man, that was really a disappointing and scary situation for me, for the van to just suddenly die. The only thing I did to get it to run again was to unplug the PCM computer. This happens to you. I unplugged the ECM PCM computer and let it sit for about 5 minutes to reset. Then I plugged it back in and it ran again, but then it died again, and I unplugged the PCM ECM again. Then I plugged it back in and it started back up and drove me all the way to Walter's house, and since then it's still running. You might be wondering why I unplugged the PCM ECM computer. The reason I did that was there had been a couple codes Lil Blue had posted on the PCM ECM. I haven't read it since then. I got the reader now. I didn't have it the other day. My wife had it because we were trying to diagnose. She's trying to have her van looked at by a mechanic to figure out what's wrong with it. I think on hers it's a head gasket issue. I'm pretty sure it's a head gasket. So there's oil in the coolant tank. But anyhow, I unplugged the PCM ECM computer because the initial codes that showed up on Lil Blue when, you know, she got reset and seemed to be running fine, the code that keeps going on and off, one said, it had like 3 codes that were going off. One said the O2 sensor was bad. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 of them said O2 sensor was bad. And then the other one said manufacturer control, whatever that meant. But Charles sent me some notes saying what he thinks it is. He thinks it's like a vacuum leak and something else. Double check here. I haven't had a chance to really really get into it and try to diagnose. But it may be critical diagnosing it now with the car dying suddenly. It's just, things have just been crazy on this end, let me put it that way. There's a lot going on here. Not all of it is making it onto video. You know, Walter is coming back. I am kind of pressed for time to try to get that tree removed. So I've been working really hard on the tree after work. I've been coming back, you know, really exhausted. But the work I do is kind of manual labor in the hot Florida sun. And I come back and then, you know, I'm tired, it's hot, and I'm out there with the tree, which is going to be more tiring, hot work and kind of dangerous because we got a chainsaw. And it's a dangerous situation. As I start to do it more and more, I start to see a lot of the dangers that can develop, some of the dangers that weren't obvious to me originally. But now as I look at it, I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty dangerous. So, but I will continue to trudge away and do as viewers have suggested, and just go slowly, one piece at a time. And I think that maybe that's, you know, a good way to look at life itself also, is to, when you're dealing with adverse situations and situations that look overwhelming and large, like the tree, it might be good and safer to, you know, I always pause and take a look and assess the situation, and then make a little tiny adjustment or cut, you know, to chip away at the issue, versus trying to tackle it all at once. Just doing it a little piece at a time, a little piece at a time, and eventually, hopefully, it'll be finished. Anyhow, it looks like the van is running good. Video is now over 11 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop it now, because I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch 30 minutes of me rambling on the I-95. Well, thank you all for your kind thoughts, prayers, and well wishes. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope if you're in a van, your van is not giving you any trouble. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. And it seems like you have to hit the notification button for YouTube, or they won't notify you when new videos are uploaded. So if you enjoy the content on this channel, please be sure to hit the notification button. I appreciate you all, and thank you for tuning in. Take care now, everyone.